Feeling stuck between two places is completely normal. You might have experienced one thing in a certain place, and then you went on to another one, and then you moved on to another experience, and then you went back to a familiar place, and you might be staying there. And you might be there for a job, an opportunity, for school. It's weird because you have changed as a person. You have become someone completely different than you ever expected in your life. And so, when you return to this place, you might feel like that old version of you, but it doesn't sit with you right. That old version of you was you, but it's no longer you. And being able to know that version of you has changed because you have changed. You might have become somebody more extroverted, somebody who's more of a people person, someone who loves talking with others, someone who loves to explore, go hiking, walking, go adventuring, doing all these other amazing things. And so it's weird to be back. It's weird to feel like you don't know anybody anymore, but they still know you, but they know the old you. And when you yet are in a new environment, but differently, a lot of change is going on, but a lot of familiarity is there. And so you are sometimes just in the mix of everything, that you just feel at home, but you don't know what this is. You don't know these people anymore, but you know who they were because they know who you were, but they don't know who you are. And being able to set yourself outside of that and being able to recognize that you have become someone, that person who was originally in like A, B, C, and then D, as in returning back to A. So that person that was originally in spot A and how is returned now, you, to D, would be so proud of you. They would be so proud of you. And being able to recognize that and being able to look at yourself objectively and to see that other person would greatly look up to you because they see all the things that you've gone through. They know your emotions, your thoughts, and they understand why you felt that way from that specific outcome. So do not feel like you do not fit in this certain space, this environment, this new home, because you do. It might not feel very welcoming. It might not be what you expected, but give yourself time to settle in. Give yourself the opportunity to really just take in this moment and to understand the amount of knowledge you've obtained, because you might be the type of person to always continue, look for the next thing and not see how far you've come. And the thing is, there will be certain times in life that you are forced to slow down, that you are forced to take a break, because life is going to throw things at you that make you feel uncomfortable. I heard this thing and was like, if you're somebody who loves to travel all the time and that you need that thrill of that adventure to feel happy, to be content with life, and you love to go to A, B, C, D, E, F, Z back to back, and when you go home, you feel so mundane, you feel dull, you feel empty almost. That is always trying to catch that other high. That is always trying to distract yourself. And sometimes life is going to make you slow down. It's kind of like that story of elite athletes getting hurt, and then they come back better, stronger, faster, anything and everything, because they realized how much they took for granted. And they use those skills moving forward and that knowledge to put one foot in front of the other. And that is no different than you right now. Because you might be between this chapter of starting something new in a familiar environment after going away from something absolutely crazy. And the point of all of that is for you to not prove yourself, but to really practice those skills that you learned. Understand how much you've changed, but know, even though you're put in the same environment, that different things will happen, but in the same place, that you can figure it out. Things are going to be different. You are different. And so the things might feel familiar, but they aren't going to be familiar. And you just have to trust in your intuition and your skills and all those things that you learned before. Because you can't forget them. Because you learned them for a reason. And no matter how familiar everything feels, things change all the time. And you should really just try to remember to take it day by day, bit by bit. Because I just got back from one of the athlete meeting things where all the student athletes go to. And one of the basketball coach or someone, they were the 4 years are gonna fly by. Seniors, you know it. Freshmen, you will experience it. You are going to change. You will change throughout those 4 years. And that is fine. You are expected to change. And when you change, you learn. And when you learn, you can use those experiences to help you to empower you. Because it's super easy to go back into that safe nook that you used to be, that person that you feel most comfortable being, going back to part A. And then when you go back to D, the same spot, but as a new person, you can fall back into those same habits of A. But you don't have to. It'll be uncomfortable. It really will be. But you will use those skills to do something bigger and better than you ever imagined. Because everyone sees the light inside of you. Every single person that you talk to believes in you and believes in everything that you can do. And I believe everything and anything that you want that you will achieve. And you can use every single experience to empower you, enable you, and give you the courage to have action in the course of fear. Food for thought.